With each passing day, news of new Aurelian victories came pouring in. The Southern Cross's action spurred the surviving Aurelian troops to battle. Commanding Officer Diego Navarro has retreated and is currently being pursued by special forces. No one would have guessed that a ragtag band of soldiers smaller than a single unit could have put up such fierce resistance. December 10th, several days after the liberation of Griswold, I made my way towards one of the mini-cities busy recovering from the ravages of the war. Despite my usual misgivings, I could feel myself getting excited at the prospect of meeting the Southern Cross. But when I reached the base, I saw his emblem already gleaming in the skies above. I had heard that today was their first break in a while, but something must have changed that. I merely watched as the jet's contrail stretched far off into the distant sky. Suddenly, I was overcome by a strong sense of dread. The misappropriated financial and material resources were on a scale much greater than the airborne fortress alone could account for. Would the weapon at Griswold prove to be the missing piece to the puzzle?
I have an updated situation report. The forces hunting LASAF Commander Diego Navarro have been decimated at the Danern Straits. It appears that LASAF has developed a new type of attack aircraft. I can't believe they had a working prototype from the aerial fortress. Sorry, back to the report. The new attack aircraft is named Fenrir, according to LASAF reports. From the satellite intel gathered, it appears that the aircraft took off from Sentry Island. We received information from intelligence services that there appears to be a factory on the island. There are two routes to Sentry Island. First, LASAF has a squadron of ace pilots, the Alex Squadron, situated near the Danern Straits. They are currently headed for Sentry Island. If a pilot of that caliber were to pilot the new craft, we would have a lot of trouble on our hands. Another route is Cobalt Cave, the location of enemy research facilities. It is believed that they are preparing to move some sort of weapon. We don't know the details, but it is most likely a weapon to mount to Fenrir. The ace pilots and the unknown weapon are both major concerns, but we can only deal with one of these threats. You must stop whatever LASAF has planned. You are about to enter LASAF territory. We don't have much intel to go on, but you need to decide how to proceed. We have learned that LASAF is using Cobalt Cave to secretly conduct tests on a new weapon. Intelligence states that the weapon is to be mounted to the Special Assault Aircraft Fenrir. It appears that LASAF got wind of our movements and is moving the operation to Archelon Fortress. We don't exactly know much about this weapon, but we need to put an end to its development ASAP. Simply destroying the transport frigates won't suffice. You must also destroy all warehouses on the island. We've been warned, however, that the warehouses are loaded with explosive chemicals. Fly up and out as soon as you hit a warehouse, or you'll be caught in the ensuing explosion. During the mission, Allied amphibious units will be deployed to the island to gather intel for the upcoming assault on Archelon Fortress.
Pilots, check your plane and prepare for refueling. You're coming in too fast. Slow down. 1 mile to refueling craft. You're coming in too fast. Slow down. Yards to go. 50 yards to go. Griffith 1, maintain your current flight path. Perfect, sir. Commencing refueling.
We succeeded in preventing the delivery of LASAF's new experimental weapon, as well as destroying their research facility. The Allied landing force has apprehended an enemy scientist who is seeking asylum. He has informed us that the cargo LASAF attempted to fly off Cobalt Cave was in fact a microwave weapon of some kind. To think that they were able to develop such a device. It's a good thing we interrupted the delivery before it was too late. The Ace Alex Squadron has moved from the Danern Straits to Archelon Fortress. There is no doubt they were sent there to intercept us. Reinforcements from LASAF were also sent. It appears they've just arrived at the Danern Straits. We've advanced within striking distance of Archelon Fortress. Fenrir, the whole reason they started this war is being made right here on this base. It's our duty to wipe this base clear off the map. We've received information that LASAF's elite Alex Squadron is now stationed within the fortress. Fenrir's superior combat capabilities and optical camouflage, combined with the skills of LASAF's elite ace pilot, make this threat too dangerous to approach head-on. Disabling the optical camouflage is our only chance for success. A LASAF scientist we apprehended at the facility on Cobalt Cave has informed us that, due to Fenrir's compact size, it must rely on microwaves emitted from the nearby base's electrical transmitter to power its optical camouflage. The same forces that fought alongside us at Cobalt Cave will make sure the gate to the electrical transmitter is opened. If you succeed in destroying the facility, you should be able to handle Fenrir just like any other fighter. We don't have much time to pull this off, so make sure you're there when the gate is open. Sir, we've succeeded in freeing Aurelia. The war should have already been over for us. But someone has to put an end to this. Just make sure you come back alive.
As I wrote down the words that would reveal the truth to the world, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. It said that the only true winners in any war are those who achieve what they intended. Diego Navarro had left Aurelia's capital in defeat, yet his goal of increasing arms exports had been achieved. It seemed as though he may be the true victor in this war. After returning to his homeland, it appears that he now plans to unveil the ultimate weapon before his countrymen. Satellite images of the Archelon fortress will provide the backdrop for his speech to the world. Such audacity must come from his confidence in this ultimate weapon, Fenrir. "There's no such thing as a foolproof plan," I whispered to myself as I watched the sun slowly wheel across the sky overhead. Even the country's hero, still in the heat of battle, hadn't returned home for the celebration of victory. The Southern Cross will ensure Navarro's plan ends in failure. Ain't that right?
To all aircraft, this is likely to be our final sortie. Unlike you, fighting on the front lines, I stay behind and watch the battle through my monitor. I'm in no position to ask anything from you, but please allow me this one request. End this war and come back home to Aurelia. That is all.
This is Aquila 1. Roger that. We need to make certain that nothing like this ever happens again. Isn't that right, Southern Cross?
Our lives are in your hands, Southern Cross. Lead the way.
We've got a reading on radar. Multiple targets. Aurelian fighters confirmed. Send out the Alec Squadron. Affirmative. Alec 1 taking off. Alec 2 taking off.
Fenrir is equipped with the same type of optical camouflage as the airborne fortress. However, with Aurelia's satellite surveillance system back online, we should be able to track its position. Although the tracking is far from perfect, please bear that in mind when attacking. So, he's come. Which one of them is Nemesis? I've heard just about enough of your tall tales for one lifetime. It's time to see if you measure up. Always have fighters. Leave this one to me. Aquila 2! I'm in hand! Control the rope! Eject! Aquila 2! Here it comes. Fenrir.
Glowing. Translucent. Like some kind of jellyfish.
Alright, I dodged it! the fortress from the inside. Landing unit here. Understood. The Southern Cross destroyed their rear. They're only human. You can take them. Enemy free. Shut down.
aircraft. This is likely to be our final sortie. Unlike you, fighting on the front lines, I stay behind and watch the battle through my monitor. I'm in no position to ask anything from you, but please allow me this one request. End this war and come back home to Aurelia. That is all.
This is Aquila 1. Roger that. We need to make certain that nothing like this ever happens again. Isn't that right, Southern Cross?
Our lives are in your hands, Southern Cross. Lead the way.
Alex Squadron. Affirmative. Alex 1, taking off. Alex 2, taking off.
Equipped with the same type of optical camouflage as the airborne fortress. However, with Aurelia's satellite surveillance system back online, we should be able to track its position. So, he's come. Which one of them is Nemesis? I've heard just about enough here tall tale for one lifetime. It's time to see if you measure up. All these fighters, leave this one to me. I'm an hit! Control the rope! The jet! Killer 2! Here it comes. Henry. Glowing and translucent, like some kind of jellyfish. I wish it was trashed. This is the amphibious unit. The enemy is blocking our way. Can you take care of them? Sam destroyed. Killer 1, Fox 2. With the Alex Squadron behind the controls, Henry is unstoppable. down and destroy Fenrir. This is the landing unit. Sorry we couldn't deal with him ourselves. Oh no, the gate is going to close. The Southern Cross will be trapped inside. We have no choice. We must withdraw. We leave it up to you to end this. Fenrir's been destroyed! Put out that fire! Protect the control system! No, it's no good. The fire extinguishing system is out.
Griffiths 1! Come in! Sir! There he is! Griffiths 1! Unbelievable. He destroyed that entire fortress. He did it! Yeah! That's our ace. If the door hadn't closed, I could have been the one to destroy the fortress. Give me a break. Like there's any way you could have made it through there. Whatever. Crux to Griffiths 1. Good to see you're all right. I thought for a second you were caught in the explosion. Our victory wouldn't be a celebration without you, sir. When you think about it, you can't help but feel sorry for Laysath soldiers. They were nothing but pawns in Navarro's sick game. Well, it's finally over, isn't it? Let's head home. To Aurelia.
By the time the images of the exploding Archelon Fortress and Fenrir faded from the stadium screen, Laysath's commanding officer, Diego Navarro, had long since disappeared. With the true motives behind the war made public and his subsequent failure to regain power, Diego Navarro fled from Laysath. Although there is no more reason to fight, surviving Laysath soldiers continue to put up pockets of resistance across Aurelia. With their leader and direction lost, it's difficult to imagine them ever being victorious. Surrendering units have started to appear, and even I have the feeling that my story on the end of this war isn't far off. Still, with all the coverage of the war's closure, my work here is still not finished. Since I'll be here a while, chasing after that story on the Southern Cross doesn't sound half bad.